Hi, you're watching Jackie and the Other Side of Beauty. In today's video, we are going to be shopping my stash for some products to use for the month of September. Today is Saturday, September 6th, and I hope to have this video up on tomorrow, September 7th. So we're still early in the month, and hopefully we'll be able to use all the products that I will be pulling. So if this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're returning to the channel, it's always good to have you back. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video and let's shop my stash for some products to use in the month of September. Okay, you guys, so we have our blushes here and let's just go through and see which ones we want to use for our shop my stash. Now I do know I want to pull a blush palette from here. And it's right on top. I do want to pull this Alamar palette. No. I'm telling a story. I do want to pull a palette that I don't see. I wonder where it is. Oh, here. Okay, it's not a palette. I do know that I want to pull this Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is what it looks like. Now this is called the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio, and this is in the shade Berry Adore. So I do know I want to pull this palette. And it has 3 blushes in it, so I'm just thinking, do I really need another? But I do have a new blush, and that is, well, I have a couple of new blushes. So here is my Kosas blush, and this is in Chills. It says Chills, Blush is Life. And I'll show you these things up close as soon as we recap our tray. I have 2 powders. I don't have a cream blush. I always get these confused. Oh, it's so pretty. I don't know what this says. How about this one? Well, no, if I get another one, I'm going to get a cream. This is an orange blush, as dirty as it is. And here's another one by Colored Rain. And this is really orange. Like, to me, this is a summery orange. How about we choose one of these? I do think I could still get away with using these terracotta shades. Kind of terracotta. Well, the Rare Beauty one is kind of terracotta. And this one by Juvia's Place is kind of on the, I don't know, kind of on an orange terracotta side. But I'm taking up too much time. I do not want to belong the, oh, well, I do not want to belong this video, but I also forgot I have 2 more blushes by YSL. Did I just get 2 blushes by YSL, or did I get 3? I think I got Berry Adore, and I got this other one. But Yeah, I'm going to pull my Juvia's Place. Okay, right here we have our concealers and our eyeshadow primers. Let's see, I know off the bat that I do want to go ahead and use this Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer, as well as I did pick up a new shade in the Natasha Denona High Glam. It's the one that I have been using. It's in the shade P8. Wow, this does not look like P8. P8 looked to be a little bit more, okay, well maybe it is. These two almost look alike. But I'm going to pull both of these concealers. For eyeshadow primer, I am going to pull our glitter glue. We're going to go ahead and pull our Profusion pigment base. Going to pull this one. And then let's go with this Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer. And I'm trying to think if these are all the concealers I want to pull. I do want to pull my Pat McGrath. Okay, we're going to pull both of the shades of the Pat McGrath. Okay, right here we have our primers. Looks like I'm on a no-buy for primers too. Let's see. Oh, I haven't used this Rare Beauty in a while. This is called, it says Always an Optimist Pore Diffusing Primer. I'm going to pull this. I've been trying to get rid of some primers, like finishing off this broken one. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Primer, and this is in Soft Silk. I'm going to pull this so I can try to finish it. I only have this much in here, so let's be done with that bottle. In the mornings, it's been in the 70s. So I guess what I'm always looking for. I may pull one mattifying primer. But this is the Milk Makeup. Let's pull this one. And that will be for our mattifying primer. Yeah, I can't even find my Giorgio Armani primer. And you know, we just had that. Is this it? Yes, I did like this. This Luminous Silk. I'm going to pull this. That was very nice on the skin. And how about also pulling... Let's pull this Huda Beauty. Okay, so I have 2 hydrating primers and, well, really 3 hydrating primers and 1 mattifying primers. So that should be enough for primers. Okay, so right here are our bronzers. So I do know that I'm going to pull this Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. I'm going to pull this one. That's the powder one. I have 2 bronzers by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Maybe I will pull the cream one. I think I want to pull my Hourglass bronzer. Okay, 1, 2 bronzers, 1 cream, 1 powder. Oh, I don't know. Bronzers are, for me. I love them so much. Just had this. Had this not too long ago. How about the LYS bronzer? How about we pull this one? So now we'll have 2 creams and 1 powder. Okay, right here we have mascara, eyeliners, and brow products. So we still have our Bubble mascara by Maybelline. I'm ready to be done with that. It is not my favorite. Oh, well, maybe I can use, hey, maybe I can use my Sales Booster. I don't know. I mean, this was not in a package, so maybe I had this one open. This is the Lancôme Sales Booster eyelash primer. Let's use this. We haven't used this in a long time. Let me see even if it's still good. Yeah. It looks like it is. So, now we might be getting somewhere now. So that's the only mascara I'm going to pull because gotta do it. Okay, for eyeliners, we have the Essence. I like to have a black and a brown. So let's use the Essence, and here's some Maybelline in black. And here's a Milani that gives us a different tone. We'll just pull a few. We hardly ever use our color liners. I'm not saying that we're going to use all of these, but, you know, let's go ahead and pull them just in case. Just in case. I'm sure we're doing the most. And here are our brow products. I have, well, you know, I've been using this, this one by, who's this by? L'Oreal. Love it. But let's give it a break and grab our, how about we use our Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Haven't used that in a long time. And I really don't feel like I need 2 brow products, honestly. But let me check to make sure I'm going to have enough. Today is the 6th. This had this little bit. Well, it's okay. If I run out, I can always, well, maybe, what I have in here are precisely my brow. Well, here's another one by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now, that one was a Brow Wiz. This is a brow definer. Let's just keep it simple and use the other one. And then if we run out, we'll use this one. Okay, this is my setting spray drawer. And I have accumulated quite the collection in setting sprays. Almost to the point where I don't feel like I'm going to need any more. So let's see what we're going to do. I just I just got this Pat McGrath one. Already used it, already like it, but I just used this not in my last video, as a matter of fact. Let's see. How about we use our Hourglass Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray? We can use this setting spray. Oh, I didn't even remember I had a backup of the Juvia's Place. How about we use the Juvia's Place? And I do want one more, because really, I don't think either one of those are mattifying, and I'm not sure. Oh, I'm going to pull this. I love to, if I have to spray my brush, this is what I love to use. And I've been using my setting sprays instead of this one. So let's pull, no, that's not the one. This is the one I like to use if I have to spray my brush. So yeah, I'm going to pull this for that purpose. And you guys, I didn't even use my Charlotte Tilbury. Did not use it, so we'll go ahead and pull this one. May not get much use out of it, but I may. So let's go ahead and pull this one, because we kind of probably want to finish this up. Okay. Okay, we have our foundations here. I do know that I am pulling. I'm still going to be working on my Estee Lauder. This is the Double Wear Foundation, so I am pulling that. And we'll probably pull two more. Oh, still have that Nars. Oh, tinted moisturizer. We're definitely not pulling this. But we are pulling our Pat McGrath. Let's use this. And I'm going to pull my mixing pigment, the blue one. I'm going to pull this. That does not count as a foundation. But we have that one. I haven't used this Lancôme in a while. Let's pull this Lancôme. Tear. I don't know. I got this in 2 shades. Let me keep looking first. Here's my Nars. I haven't pulled that in a while. I'm thinking that I wanted to pull my matte. Let's pull this matte. Okay, that's what? 1, 2, that's 3 foundations. I love this. I'm pulling this one too. And that's it. I know we probably have foundation overload, but that's it for today. I'm sorry that I have you guys facing this wall. I have no more room in here to maneuver around because I have my elliptical in here, and it takes up a bit of room, and I need to keep this out and use it. So that's why you guys are facing the wall. Okay, so I have my setting powders here. Let's use this Anastasia Beverly Hills powder. Do we want to go in with the Pat McGrath, the new one that I picked up in the shade Amber, was it? Yeah. Let me see. I'm not sure. I mean, I would love to. I don't see my new powder in here. It's a pressed powder that I picked up. Okay, that's for the face. Okay, I found it. Oh, sorry. Okay, so I did pick up another powder. This is the Kosas Cloud Set Powder, and I have the shade Softly. I don't know how this is going to work out, but we're going to try this one. This is it. So again, this will be another face powder, a pressed powder. So under the eyes, I just got this e.l.f. too. I love this. I love that one too. I'm going to go in with my Oma Beauty. Yeah, let's use this under the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and use this Pat McGrath under the eyes as well. Okay, here we have our highlighters. Right here, of course, is something I would love to have. And this is the Tarte palette. I didn't know what drawer to put this in because it does have highlighters and blushes. I'm going to put this to the side because this may be something I pull. How about... I'm going to pull this Pat McGrath. This is one I'll pull. And another one will be Sephora. These. How about the Charlotte Tilbury one? We'll pull this one. And y'all know I love a highlighter. I'm going to put this one back, the Tarte one back. And I'll pull one more highlighter. How about this Too Faced highlighter? Let's pull this one. And that will be it. Okay, here's one drawer of palettes. Let's see what we have. I don't know if there's anything in here. Oh, I need to get that other Nars palette. Oh, this would be cute for fall. I wasn't even planning on pulling this one. We're going to look at this one. This one is called Endless Nights. And then I got that other one, but it's over in the other drawer. These need to be together. So let me put this to the side. Here is my Hudson Valley palette. Obviously, it's a cute one for fall. But I didn't have my mind set on that one. There's really nothing else in here that I want to potentially pull. I do love this palette by MAC. So easy. But wasn't planning on this one. I always pull this Falling For You palette by Ace. Oh, here's another Nars palette. Our Nars palettes need to be together. What is this one? Afterglow Tempting. I really didn't think Afterglow Tempting. What is this? Endless Nights. Afterglow Tempting. Is this the new one? I think this is the new one that I got. Okay. Anyway, Ace Beauté, Falling For You. I feel like I always pull this one in the fall. So I wasn't planning on pulling that one either. There's some single shadows that are definitely fall light. Let's pull some single shadows, you guys. I'm just going to put that whole palette in there. Oh, goodness. I'm going to pull some Vanessa Myrick. I'm going to pull this one and play around with it. Wasn't planning on pulling this one either. Okay, I'll leave the Nars in here. There's nothing really other than that, shoot. Oh, okay. This is so pretty. I might pull this one too. Okay, let's keep moving. Okay. This nude palette is what I have on my eyes today by Huda Beauty. I'm wearing this palette today. But I think I want to pull a Natasha Denona palette. If we can find one that's fall-like. This is so pretty. This is supposed to be the Love palette. I mean, this is the Love palette, but they say it's like a Valentine's Day palette, but I don't know. I feel like I could use this for fall as well. I was just watching Gigi's Shop My Stash, and she was like, she'll use her palettes whenever. And I hear that. Look at this one. I think I'll pull this one. This is Natasha Denona. I think I'll pull the Lila palette. Definitely is fall-like. Oh, hold on. I think this is my favorite palette. Oh, I'm trying not to get palette heavy, but I do love this palette right here by Natasha Denona. Oh, yes, I do. And then we have the retro palette. This is beautiful. Okay, looks like we'll be pulling Natasha Denona again next month. Yes, indeed. That's Natasha Denona. Now I'm looking and wondering, do I really want to pull this one? I know this one right here was great for work because it didn't have any really chunky glitters or anything. So that's why I wanted to pull this one, because this is perfect for work. These are like satin shallows. They're so smooth. So that's why I wanted to pull this one. And I'm going to go ahead and stick with that. But just know, my heart is heavy. How many? That's 3 palettes and some color and some 3 palettes and some singles. I'm going to take out one more drawer of palettes. Final drawer of palettes. I'm going to pull this Anastasia Beverly Hills. What is this? Fall Romance palette. And I pulled this drawer because I also want to pull the other Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Rose Metals. Another one of my faves. And that's all from this drawer. Okay, so I pulled some fragrances. This is my Cherry Ambition by 7 Virtues. I pulled my Kayali Vanilla 28. I also pulled the Kayali, and this is the Wedding Santel. And I just picked this one up. This is by Rare Beauty. I have been hearing all the hype about this one. This is called, yeah, I guess it's just Rare Beauty. It's called Rare. And I did smell it, and it smells really good. Rare. So I have 4 fragrances. Okay, you guys, I am going to show you my tray now and let you know that I did make some changes already. First up, in no particular order, this is my Too Faced highlighter. It's in the shade Moon Crush. And this is the packaging. And this is what it looks like. And I'm sorry about the lighting, but it's been raining and raining hard today. And so it's really overcast. But this is what Moon Crush looks like. And here is my Anastasia Beverly Hills blush. This is in Berry Adore. This is a blush trio. And this is what this looks like. This is my Kosas powder. And again, this is in, is it in Softly? I guess so. I don't know. Softly? Or is it, because it says Softly and then Cloud Set. Am I going to have to look this up? Let's see. I just want to make sure the shade. Yes, it is in the shade Softly, and it's described as a sheer tan. So, yes, shade Softly. Oh, goodness. And this is what the shade Softly looks like. And I also have in here my primer by Rare Beauty. And again, this is called Always an Optimist. And not much left of this. I have my powder by Oma Beauty, and this is in the shade Honey. And this is, I'm sorry, it's really reflective. This is what I'll be using to, one of the powders I'll use to set my under eyes. And this is what the shade Honey looks like. And I have my blue mixing pigment, and this is by LA Girl. It's called Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigment. And if I have a foundation that's a little too dark or a little too warm, I use this to neutralize it, to make it more neutral, because I have a neutral undertone. Here I have the Kosas sunscreen, and this is in SPF 40. And I also have the Huda Beauty, and this is the Water Jelly Primer. Okay. Over here we have our Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and I'm right here in it. That's why I wanted to pull it again. I want to see, because I have another one just like this size, so I want to see how far I can get. So here we have this. And here's my little itty bitty. This is my Giorgio Armani. Did you guys hear that Giorgio Armani passed away? I think it was this week. And I think my friend said he was 91 years old. But yeah, so here we have Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Hydrating Primer. And like I said, it's a little itty bitty thing. And I have the Pat McGrath Labs. This is her Skin Fetish Blurring Under Eye Powder. And I have the shade Amber. Such a pretty setting powder. This is what Amber looks like. And then I pulled the MAC Studio Radiance Serum Powder Foundation. And this is in the shade NC55. And we're going to keep it going with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and I have shade 61N Mocha. We have the Milk Makeup. This is the Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. And we have our Pat McGrath Labs. This is their Skin Fetish Sublime Perfecting Foundation. And this I have in the shade Medium Deep 24. And I also pulled the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. It says this is up to 16-hour wear. And like I mentioned, I like to spray my brush with this setting spray. I also pulled my Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. I have the shade Belem or Belem, B-E-L-E-M. And I also have the Lancôme Teint Idole Ultra Wear Care and Glow Foundation, and I have shade 510N. I have the Pat McGrath. I don't know if I pulled this originally or not, but I do have the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfecting Long Wear Blurring Setting Spray. I think I didn't pull this, but I'm not 100% certain. No, I didn't pull this. I pulled the Hourglass, but I put the Hourglass back and pulled this. And then I still have the Juvia's Place Ready Set Sealed Setting Spray. Gonna pick things up. We have the Fenty Beauty. And this is the Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. It says it's a soft silk primer. And just right here, I want to use this all the way up, but I do love it. Would repurchase it. And you guys saw all the eyeliners that I pulled. So this is by Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade Hot Chocolate, and it says it's 16 plus hour wear and it's waterproof. So I pull this one all the time, so you guys should be used to seeing this one. Then I have the NYX Professional Eyeliner in the shade Sunrise Blue. And another one by NYX, and this one is in the shade Purple Blaze. This one is by NYX, and this one is in the shade Golden Olive. This is Milani, and this is in the shade Picante. Then I have the one by Urban Decay, and it's in the shade Alkaline. Maybelline eyeliner in the shade Velvet Black. Here is, this is my Maybelline eyeliner. And this is the Alkaline pencil by Urban Decay. And here is my Anastasia Beverly Hills. Yeah, this is in the shade Dark Brown. And it is the Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one I'm going to use for my brows. And I also have the Brow Definer. And this one has a little triangle tip. And this one is in shade Dark Brown. This packaging. And Anastasia Beverly Hills logo. And this is it right here. And like I mentioned, this one has the triangular tip. I haven't used this one yet at all. Okay, we mentioned that I was going to use this Lancôme Cils Booster Eyelash Primer, and this is what it is. I can't wait to use this. I used to use this all the time. Here's my Maybelline Bubble, well, the Colossal Bubble Mascara. Have that. Then I have two concealers by Pat McGrath. I have the shade MD24, and I also have the shade MD22. This is 22 and this is 24. All right. Right here we have a bronzer, and this is by LYS. This is shade No Limits. Pull this one. What else do we have in here? Okay, I have my NYX Glitter Glue. Definitely need this. And then we have the Juvia's Place Blush, and this is in the shade Lily Love. It's a really pretty shade. Not too much, perfect for any occasion. This is Lily Love. And I also have the Fenty eyeshadow primer right here. Okay, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Magic Touch Concealer, and I have it in shade 18. And then I have my two Natasha Denona concealers. I have shade NY12, which was wearable, but just a little light. And then I went ahead and picked up P8, and that's what I was using on the little blister pack. So now I have both of these shades to wear by themselves or together. We have the Profusion Pigment Base Eyeshadow Primer. And this, so I have a primer and a base for my eyeshadows. And now, let's see. Okay, this is where we are now. Highlighter by Pat McGrath. It's the Skin Fetish Divine Glow Highlighter. And this is pigmented, y'all. I have to be careful with this one. But this is the shade right here, and it's so pretty. Picked up the Hourglass. I've been waiting to get back around to this. And I'm also going to pull the Hourglass brushes. So this is the Ambient Lighting Palette, Volume 3. And this is what it looks like. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Glow Glide Face Architect Highlighter. Where are my tweezers? Because I don't want to break a nail. Here we go. And this is what it looks like. My Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. This is a cream bronzer in the shade Deep Tan. Love it. I hope I'm not going to be too dark still. Okay, so we have our Kosas blush in the shade Chills. It says, blush is life. I would agree. This is by Kosas. And this is what the blush looks like. Looks like it already has a crack. I don't know. But here it is. Okay, now on to eyeshadow palettes. Like I said, I did some changing around. I think the only thing I did was take out both of the Danessa Myricks palettes and still kept the Anastasia Beverly Hills Fall Romance palette. Here's the packaging for this. And here is what this palette looks like. I still have the Natasha Denona Lila palette. I know I have newer palettes, but I just know that this is going to be so easy to use for work. Here is what this palette looks like. And like I said, there is no chunky shadows. The shadows are very smooth. I remember I got this on sale. So I was like, why not? Okay, so here's a switcheroo that I made. And I picked up the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions palette. And I have not used this palette yet. So I thought we would try to use it in this month's makeup tray. And this is what it looks like. And then Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is the Rose Metals palette. Love the packaging on this. I really like this palette. This is what it looks like. And then we have some single shadows. It's just in this Color Rain palette, Empties palette. But here are some single shadows that I know I'm going to be able to get some good use out of. And lastly, I went ahead and pulled this Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity eyeshadow palette. This was one of her Christmas palettes. I know I pulled this one time and didn't use it for work because it was just too much. I thought it was too glittery, but we're going to try it again. This is what the packaging looks like. And this is the palette here. Some nice shades. Oh, I was in love with that palette. Now, the reason I pulled the Pat McGrath palette because I wanted to use as many Pat McGrath products as possible. So we have the foundation and the concealers, the powder, and the setting spray. And the same with Natasha Denona. Didn't have very much, but I do have the, oh, did I show y'all? I don't think I showed y'all this, but I do have the Natasha Denona because I wanted to use her eyeshadow concealer. So that's why I pulled the eyeshadow palette for her. But I don't have any of the other products for her. But yeah, that's why I just felt free to pull other products to go in there because I didn't have that many other products by Natasha Denona in the other categories. I forgot to mention this. I think I forgot to mention the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder, and this is in the shade Deep Peach. And this is what Deep Peach looks like. And that's it for my tray, you guys. Again, for fragrances, we're going to use the Cherry Ambition. This is by the Seven Virtues. We're going to use the Kayali Vanilla 28. And we're also going to use this new one by Rare Beauty. This is the packaging on this one. And this is the size I got because, of course, I didn't know. This was a blind buy, but everybody was saying it was so good. So I sprayed it and I do like it. So this is by Rare Beauty. And then I have the Kayali. Where is that one? Did I leave it in there? The Wedding Central. Here it is. This is the Wedding Velvet Central 33? No, 35. Okay, so this is the Wedding Velvet Central 35 by Kayali. Right here. Smells so good, you guys. Oh my gosh. I loved it. This is so, did I just break it? Break the top. This is such a different scent. It's such a different scent for my collection, and I do want the full size. It smells amazing. I'll put the notes on the screen. Okay, so I'm gonna carry on with my Laneige Radiance C Brightening Treatment Essence. Also, the It Cosmetics. This is the Confidence in a Cream. This is the Anti-Aging Armor. You want to keep with that. I'm going to have my Lip Balm by Juvia's Place. And this is in the shade Passion Fruit. Just going to have this in my tray as I'm getting ready. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but it'll be in a tray. And then I opened up this eye cream. This is by Clarins, and this is the Total Eye Lift. This is a little sample of this, and I did like it, so I think I'll carry on using it until I run out. I think that's it, you guys. I would say I would get my tray together. I can't make everything fit, but if I don't put my setting sprays in there, I think I may be able to pull it off. So let me get my tray together. I'll show it to you and we'll close out the video. So you guys, that's it. You have seen my tray. You have seen me pull out some products for the month of September 2025. I hope you did enjoy shopping my stash with me. And I hope you will enjoy seeing my workday slays and some dedicated videos aside from my workday slays. So if this is your first time here, I hope you will consider subscribing to the channel, giving the video a thumbs up, and ringing the notification bell. It just lets you know each and every time that I upload a video. And with that said, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for shopping my stash with me. And as always, don't forget to circle back and check out my other videos. I have a whole list of Shop My Stash videos. Just to name a few, I have a plethora of playlists and videos for you to watch. So with that said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, my friends, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.